is Fan First Network.
The Raptors fall to the Sacramento Kings. DeMar DeRozan, vintage game. Precious Achiuwa almost with a career high. He had a revenge game because he got traded from here. But what an absolute fucking disaster. Absolute disaster. I'm really upset because the Hawks win, the 76ers win, and the Raptors are now in the 7th seed. They fall 2 positions in 2 games. That can't happen. That's a disaster. Let's go find some people to talk about this with because that can't happen. You can't lose games like this.
DeRozan just hit the craziest shot.
That was bullshit,
And I'm just
wasn't
like, if I shoot it, it goes in just like DeRozan. You know what I'm saying?
That's the pregame song today. That's crazy.
Bro, I'm mad.
Give me your thoughts on that game, though. That was crazy.
Bullshit, bro. The refs.
In a must-win game, we don't win. Now we're in the play-in. Give me your thoughts now. We should be in the playoffs, but right now we're in the play-in. I need your thoughts.
We're cooked. Jay's World Series. That's all I have to say.
I was going to say, hopefully, at least we have one team in Toronto. What a fucking disaster. That was a must-win game, and we don't close it out. Give me your thoughts on the game, just your initial reaction there.
Precious Achiuwa had 28 points and 19 rebounds, so...
You're not winning a game when that happens.
Exactly. When anyone drops 28 and 19 against you, good luck, man. Good luck. You need to get a fucking rebound, guys. Sorry.
I was telling this guy, the Kings were playing like they were fighting for their playoff hopes to stay out of the play-in. Yet they're 15th place. How are you losing to the team in 15th place? I don't care that they have DeMar DeRozan. I don't care that they were well rested. How are you losing to them? We were playing against the corpse of the Kings, a team that's already a corpse to begin with when fully healthy. We're playing their corpse. We're playing a bloody zombie. We're playing bones. And we lost. Explain.
You know what the worst part is? This team is fighting for a playoff spot. We have fallen 2 seeds in 2 games. This is an absolute disaster. The Hawks won. The 76ers won today. We're the 7th seed right now when we should be in a playoff spot against the Cavs. What the hell has happened in the past 2 games to where this team looks like they don't even deserve to be in the playoffs? What happened?
I don't know, man. Just, especially tonight, they look like they had no heart and no desire to play at all. Like, it's like literally the roles reversed tonight. It's as if those Sacramento's fighting for a playoff spot for like the one time they would. And then all of a sudden us, we're like the 14, 15 seed. Okay, let's try to tank. And then maybe let's try to win a game here and there. But like, you know, they were getting all the rebounds. They were hustling. Everything that they were doing today was 10 times better than what we were doing. It was like a shit show watching our teams play.
Does it come back to Darko? There's been a lot of talk about that. Is Darko the problem? I mean, this team can clearly defend. They have a dog, Scotty Barnes, Defensive Player of the Year, as he should be. But there's times where this team just can't score the ball. Like, is it simply just good defense, bad offense, or does this go down to coaching?
I don't know about you today, but I think the defense was also pretty bad today.
Yep.
Like, everything was bad today. The defense may be good game in, game out, but it has to be consistent. The offense, it's like we're so stagnant at some point. It's like we don't even know what we want to do with the damn ball.
Absolutely.
Like, there were so many times we gave up easy defensive rebounds or offensive rebounds. When Precious Achiuwa has 18 rebounds against you, you know you're not doing something right. And I think about it, these guys today, they played like they had an excuse for losing. They played like, oh, Brandon Ingram's out, oh, Emmanuel Quigley's out. This is Toronto. People might not know this. This is a working class city. These are people that work every day to make money so they could come to these games and pay the extortionate prices of MLSE. They deserve a better product than that. They don't deserve you guys to come on the court and play half-ass and be like, our guys are out, we can lose. You can't play like that and expect to be successful. You can't.
Not in a playoff race like this. That's unacceptable. Boys, what do we got to do to get to the playoffs? There's 6 games left. What do we got to do? The season's coming to an end.
Just my honest opinion, just play your hearts out. I know I might sound like a grade 3 teacher teaching a junior team or anything like that, but just play your hearts out, man, because the way if you're going to play tonight every other game, after this one, then good luck. Throw away your season in the garbage. Maybe go into the play-in, lose there. We'll see what happens, but you got to work your ass off every other game from now because this is an easy game to win.
Threw it down the fucking toilet.
Because DeMar, he may have had 28 points, 30 points at the end of the night, but he started off slow. Like the first 45 points that the Kings scored, DeMar had a big fat 0. So you got to take advantage of that. Their best player It started off so slow, only started to heat up at the second half. Russell Westbrook isn't even playing. He may be old, whatever you want to call about him. Any shit that you want to say about him, he's still Russell Westbrook. He can still perform. And he's still better than whoever the hell was playing today for the Kings. Like, come on.
Like, I think about it. These next few games, we got the Heat, who are another play-in team.
Back to back against them, right?
And we got the Knicks, who are a team that we could end up playing if we get out of the play-in. These games are going to be the real, real test, the real barometer for us to see where we're at. Are we really as good as we think we are? A lot of people thought third place, we're going to be good, chilling. But it doesn't matter what you do for a little bit of time if you don't sustain it. Yep. I was telling you about Scotty Barnes. He needed to keep it going, and he kept it going, and he's had a spectacular season. Yep. And now everybody needs to follow suit. Now Scotty Barnes is looking like the leader I wanted him to be. Today, he was leading by example. He did what you want your superstar player to do. Now we need everybody else to step up because Mamu's doing his thing.
Mamu's been huge.
RJ, Jamal, he's doing his thing. But these guys need to play with more effort. Jakob Pertl was disgusting. He was disgusting. He played like he had COVID. Like, he was socially distant from everybody. How does Precious Achiuwa get 18 rebounds against you? He's 6'8", you're 7 feet tall. You've been playing in the league for 9 years. You were a 9th overall pick. This city, you have a lot of fans in this city, not me, but a lot of fans in this city. And I care about this team's success, and to care about this team's success means I have to care about your success. And you need to improve. Because this is not going to cut it. You're 30 years old. You're not new in the league anymore. There's no, oh, I'm developing. You need to give consistent performances. You can't be bossed around by the other team's big man. That's your job. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I don't think I'm wrong because we don't have many bigs on this team.
I agree. I completely agree. I think that's honestly well said. I don't know how else I can say it better. One more thing before you guys go. I got to see the Markelle Fultz jersey for the camera.
This is the best thing that happened to me tonight because the game was so dead. We played like garbage. The ref was blowing the whistle so many times, too many timeouts. I got so bored that I decided to get this.
That's crazy. Shout out though. I respect it though. I respect it.
It's been a while,
Good to see you.
I
But
wish-
that
I
was a
wish it was
fucking.
under better
I
circumstances.
completely agree. That was a disaster. A
must-win game.
must-win game. The 76ers win. The Hawks win. And the Raptors can't.
Oh, had the
Yeah.
Sixers and Hawks both
Sixers
won?
and the
I
Hawks
didn't even
both
wanna
won.
Look at my phone because I
We
was afraid that they
we
would
are the
win.
7th seed now.
We're in the
After
play-in.
we are in the play-in as it stands. We have fallen 2 seeds in 2 games. What is your reaction not only to this game but just to the entire playoff race as a whole? Because it's kind of turning into a disaster.
This was a pathetic game. It was absolutely fucking inexcusable. I don't even care that we had 5 guys in double figures like Mamu, Shed, CMB, RJ with 20 points, Scotty. He had a very slow first half, but then he squeaked up to 14. But it's not even that. Like, I think this is a team on paper, even with Ingram and Quick out, you're supposed to beat this team, especially when you're in a very tight playoff race. To your point, we know how tight it was already between 5 to the 10 seed. And this was a must-win game because, to be honest, I'm just looking ahead. Memphis we should take on Thursday, but after tonight, I don't fucking know. Are we going to be a tanking Memphis team? And then you got to go to Boston on Sunday. We're 1-9 against the top 3 teams, so that's probably a fucking loss.
And we play the Knicks too to end the season.
And then Knicks at the
Later
Garden,
in the season.
Knicks at the Garden 10. We are also 0-4 against them up to this point. And 2 critical home games against Miami now, who has made that could be the decision. In my opinion, those 2 Miami games, we have to win both because that could be the difference between staying in the play-in or getting back to the 6th seed. But it's looking grim. I mean, at this point, I don't think we can get, certainly not to the top 4, but I mean, we're probably going to, at best, with these kind of fucking losses, we're probably going to be the 6th seed. And then what we're facing New York in the first round. Good luck with efforts like this. And just me using that word, I think that's something that came through again tonight. It was just a lot of lack of effort at times. I also felt the offense was clunky and disjointed at times. And there were some very, unforced turnovers, just some sloppy plays. But yeah, not much else that I can say. Like, I mean, seeing also kind of, bitter pill to swallow, seeing 2 ex-Raptors in Precious Achiuwa with monster, 28 and 19 rebounds. And then, DeMar with 28. So, and ex-Raptors coach Doug Crizzy. So it's just kind of a perfect storm of an embarrassment. But yeah, got to flush it and just try to win.
Let's move the camera, get all the folks in the background here. I'm still talking to my mic. We'll get you guys next. But
Did you have another question?
I do have another one.
I'm shell-shocked.
I'm shell-shocked too. That was a must-win game. Absolutely pathetic performance. But one more question for you. Just what do we have to do to find a way to get back in the playoffs? Because this is kind of unacceptable. We were the 5th seed 2 days ago. Now look where we're at. We're in the 7th seed.
We have to hang our head on the defensive end again, first of all. Really get the defense locked in because it's been lagging. And then also just execution. Again, we talk about 48 minutes of basketball. This was another game where they couldn't put it together for 48 minutes. They did not play a complete game. And health. I mean, health's going to be critical too. We need to get quickly back as soon as possible. I mean, they can't really afford to rest him now because every game matters now. And yeah, so every single game counts. And I don't know, we got to try our best to, like I said, try to finish as the 5th or 6th seed because you don't want to go in the play-in.
I don't want to be in the play-in.
No.
Raptors lose. Just let me get your reaction because it was not pretty. It was a must-win game.
It was a very undisciplined game. I just didn't like the amount of turnovers and just the missed shots, and especially on the defense. Like, there's no way we let DeRozan score 2 points at half, and then he gets 26 in the second half. Like, that's unheard of.
And it's a Precious Achiuwa revenge game, too, because what the hell kind of a game was that from Precious? Right? Where was that when you were here, right?
I mean, Precious is coming to his own. It's good to see him do something big. Overall, I'd rather have RJ and quickly over Precious, right? He was in the OG trade. You know, but I just think it's poor on Yakupurta. We're paying him $90 million. You're letting Precious Achiuwa fry you, and he's on the minimum.
Ridiculous. All right. Well, you might have heard me saying we are now in the play-in. We're not in the playoffs anymore in a playoff spot. What do we got to do to get to the playoffs? Because I don't know about you guys. I want playoff basketball right here in Toronto. Like, we need it. What do we got to do? I'm going to go around, but what do we got to do to get back there?
I would like to avoid the play-in as well. I'm also a Sixers fan, so it's, you know, very stressful being in the play-in all these years. It just comes down to discipline like today. Again, just you're letting too many guys who are on minimums or inconsistent minutes go off. Like, so many rookies on the Kings. You let Killian Hayes a bust go off. You know what I mean? It just comes down to discipline and health. It sucks Ingram couldn't play today because he would have definitely helped. But it just comes down to just discipline, coming together as a team, and then also a bit on the coaching.
For sure.
So,
What about you, brother?
Yeah, I like the move that they had, putting Scotty Barnes pretty much at point guard.
Yeah.
I like that too. He's throwing dimes, left, right, and center. He's doing.
DeMar deserves a statue! A statue!
Yeah, but you know he's an all-around good facilitator. I think when he's on, we got to do a little bit more with Jamal Shed too. A little, for sure. But like when Scotty Barnes is on at point guard, Jamal Shed's just sitting in the corner for a lot of it.
Yeah.
They need to They need to play together a lot.
Get him
better.
moving off ball. I want to get your opinion on RJ Barrett though, because he had 20 points, but it kind of felt like an empty 20 points.
Right,
He's kind of
right.
throwing up random shit,
For sure.
turning the ball over.
So he just needs to take his shots, know his shots. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, he just be throwing up a lot. It is what it is. But a lot of the time, you know, he gets a lot of attention in the paint. If he just no Diddy. If he sucks everybody into the paint and kicks that ball out,
Suck
yes sir.
the in,
Hey,
right?
Mamu,
Yeah.
3 ball. You know what I'm saying? No Diddy.
Sure,
Yes sir.
facts.
Okay.
All right, well, the vibes are low after the lost day, but let's get the team fired up.
Brother,
'cause
we're not. We're winning the championship. Vibes are not low. We're winning the championship.
Hey, one more thing. I love Markelle Fultz. Sign him for the full season.
He's a Raptor.
He deserves more. He deserves more minutes. He's a lanky point guard. He's a great passer, great defender. Like, he needs more minutes. I love Markelle Fultz. I just want to say that.
Jacoby Walter sold our parlay tonight. So did Scotty Barnes with his 9 points. We needed 20 plus.
Jacoby Walters lost.
Elise had the parlay too. RJ Barrett 1 for 6 or whatever he was on threes. Shout out Coach Carmichael. He sold our parlay. We could have won $250 each, but they were
1,500. Jacoby Walters single-handedly lost my parlay.
One more thing. The Raptors suck, and they will never win anything again, ever.
That's crazy. Hang on. What's your team?
The LA Lakers.
That's crazy. And you live in Toronto?
Yeah.
Get your bum ass out of here. Get your bum ass out of here. Get your bum ass out of here.
A Lakers fan from Toronto. Crazy work. Must-win game tonight. It's a fucking disaster. We have a Precious Achiuwa revenge game. DeMar DeRozan wants to go off. 17 on the all-time scoring list, by the way. But this is a must-win game, and we fucking threw it down the drain. What are your reactions to that?
How do we lose to the Sacramento Buns? How do we lose to the Sacramento Cheeks? I'm upset. We lost to the Sacramento ass tonight. That's the bushest of all bush. Like, yo, I left my grinder in the car. I had the shit grinded from before the game. I'm like, yo, like, this should be an easy pack to smoke. I'm upset. I'm upset. We could be smoking some Malik Monk instead of going home with no packs against the Sacramento Buns,
Sacramento Queens, man.
the Sacramento Cheeks, the Sacramento Ass. You can't even call them the Queens. You gotta call them the Cheeks. You gotta call them the Ass.
Facts.
Like, I'm upset. How did we lose that game? Like, Precious Achua, we made Precious Achua look like Precious had a bio tonight. I mean, I like that.
Facts.
The fact that I cannot smoke some Keegan Murray ain't even playing, but like that's what we looking to smoke some tonight. I wouldn't be smoking no DeRozan. I wouldn't be smoking no Achua because we don't smoke no former Raptors. Never smoked no former Raptors.
You gotta show respect.
Yeah, I mean DeMar DeRozan is like my favorite Raptor of all time. Could never smoke them packs, but at the same time, we should have been at least smoking some Sacramento Bush. I should have been lighting the beam in my after I was done.
That's a good one.
We want to be lighting the beam. Well, I take my blick and I take my bic and I light the beam. I couldn't do that tonight. Yeah. So I'm not smoking no packs. This was, as you said, a must-win game. Forget them. They're fighting for ping pong balls. We're fighting for seeding.
Yep.
We're fighting for seeding, and now we're looking at trying to stay out the play-in when we had our playoff spot locked all season. It's a tight race between I think like 4th and 8th.
Yeah, 10th.
Fourth and 10th.
5th and 10th, I'd say.
Exactly. So it was a tough race between 5th and 10th. And gimmies like this, we can't be losing. And we have to lose a gimme like this, so therefore I'm upset.
Yeah, facts. We kind of mentioned it. Lost yesterday to the Pistons. Lost today against a team you should be beating. We go from 5 to 7 in just 2 games. What do we got to do to get back to that 5 spot? Because I don't know about you. I think Cleveland's our strongest matchup in the first round. I want to play Cleveland. I don't want to play anyone else. I think anyone else will give us a tough time. What do we got to do to get back there? Because there's 6 games left.
Yeah, I've been saying that if we want to smoke any playoff packs, it'll have to be a Spider pack. It'll have to be some James Harden. We that's the team that if we want to see a fight in the first round of the playoffs, that's the team that we need to look to be seeding wise to be facing. And unfortunately, we blew this game. And this wasn't the games that we should have been blowing because this is an easy gimme. This is an easy gimme. Russell Westbrook wasn't playing. I know we had mans bagged up. To answer your question.
No Keegan Murray, as you mentioned as well.
Yes. No Zach LaVine. But we were losing guys. We were down BI. We were down quickly. I think quickly's out for the season. We cannot afford to lose games like that. And if you're asking, I went on a tangent. The question you were asking was what we can do going forward. Hopefully, again, most of our guys healthy. Our sports center IQ's out for the season. So hopefully we need more Scotty Barnes to continue playing point guard. We need to see some strong showing off the bench from Shed. The CMB had a strong game today, so that was a good bright spot. And Jamal Shed on the offensive end. Well, he was a spark play in the 4th quarter. That was another bright spot. So hopefully we can build off those things, and we need to continue to fight for seeding. That means we cannot lose any more games to bum-ass teams like this for the rest of the season. I think who's the next one?
We got Grizzlies on Friday, and then
That's
2.
a pack.
That's
a pack.
Has to be.
That's a pack. That's an easy pack.
No one's there.
We should be smoking some Za Morant. We need to be smoking some Za Morant in the square. We're gonna come in. We're gonna smoke some Za Morant because we need the gimmies. We can't be losing any more of the gimmies.
If we lose to the Grizzlies, it's over. Heat back to back here in Toronto next. Do we take both or do we split? I think that we have to win both. What are your predictions as to that, though?
We have to take both. That's the team fighting for a play-in. So they're going to come with intensity, but we have to come with intensity too. And as you said, that is a game where we should be winning. We need to win both. If we won this game, spanked them while we should have, we come and talk about maybe we could split. We can't afford to split.
Yeah.
The only thing I want to be splitting is the raw tips so I can roll up some mid-Miami Heat so we can smoke some Bam Bam out of bio come 420. That's the only thing that we should be doing in terms of splitting anything. The only thing I want to be splitting is my grinder in half where I clap it together to get the weed out. That's the only thing we should be splitting. We need both those games.
Facts. I want to ask you a couple things too. This team, today's a little different. Today was just a bad game all around, but this team's great defensively, man. Scotty Barnes, defensive player. He should be the defensive player of the year, Scotty Barnes. But there's times this team's offense just looks stale, stagnant, and it doesn't go anywhere. Is that a Darko problem? Is that a roster construction problem? Basically, what are your opinions on Darko? Is he the coach that we need? There's been a lot of talk about the Darko ball not working. What do you think about that?
Darko seems to be a nice guy. He seems to be a passionate guy, and the players seem to like him. We'll see come playoff time what happens. I think playoffs makes a coach or breaks a coach.
We might only have one game at this rate.
Hopefully not. Playoffs seem to make, even when it comes down to a play-in, those things seem to make a coach or break a coach. So ask me come the end of postseason. But for now, it's looking like it's a little mix of both. Our offense does get stagnant, but that's sometimes with the personnel that we have. Again, I think the best option that we have is to run the offense through Scotty. When it comes to
Scotty's been great.
Yeah, Point Scotty's been amazing. And if you're talking about Defensive Player of the Year, in a world where Wemby doesn't exist, he may be Defensive Player of the Year. But he's definitely all team. He's definitely first defense.
Absolutely, has to be.
Definitely, I think he might get some votes for Defensive Player of the Year
for sure.
if Wemby didn't exist.
Absolutely.
But definitely first team all defense, and we haven't had like a first team all defense caliber player on our team like that ever. So goes to show how much of like how impactful he is on the defensive end for us. But yeah, it just comes down to playing harder, getting our guys healthy, and not just depending on middies from BI, and hopefully Jacoby Walter could provide us something off the bench. Hopefully you get more of these minutes from Shea, because when Shea comes and he comes to play offensively, it's a beautiful story. He provides a lot that you don't appear on the stat sheet, but sometimes he struggles to score. So seeing him score, that's a bright spot as well. And yeah, just build on whatever momentum we had when we beat the Pistons, when we beat the Phoenix Suns.
Yeah.
And hopefully we bring that into the playoffs.
For sure. I got one more for you before we head out of here. I predicted we're going to go 7-3 in our last 10 games. We're now 2-2. It doesn't look too good for my prediction. 6 games left. We are 2-2 in our last 2-2 so far in our last 10 games. What are your predictions for the last 10 games of the season? What are we going to finish?
So let's just say
we'll go through the games. Let's go through the games.
Let's say 6-4.
6-4. Okay, that's not too bad. I said 7-3 would be enough to get us 5 or 6 seed, and I still think that is enough. But that means we have to beat one of Boston, one of New York, or else.
We should be like, if we hope to do anything in the playoffs, we should at least get one of those games.
We have to.
At least one of those games. Like they spanked us both times. We should be taking on some revenge. New York has been kind of shaky these last couple of weeks. Boston has been trying to find themselves with Tam getting back in the rotation. We should be easily able to sneak one of these games. If we can't, then hey, like going to play and hope for the best. But you know, after that, that's all we can hope for with the season.
Sure. I don't even want to play the Hornets in the play, and the Hornets are here to play right now.
I'm not trying to play no Con Knipple.
Yeah, no.
I'm not trying.
He's a real
I don't want no Con Knipple smoke in the play-in.
No. Must-win game down the drain. This team blew it tonight. Absolutely blew it against a team you should be beating. The Sacramento Kings are not a team you should be losing to in a playoff race like this. Unacceptable. Let's go get them on Friday. We got the Grizzlies. We got to win. It's a must. Every game here from here on out is a must win. I don't want to be losing to anyone. We have to win both against the Heat. We have to win on Friday. Must win from here on out. This is Marcus from Fan First Network. We're out of here. Let's go Raptors. Let's get to a playoff spot, please. I've had enough of this. Fucking unacceptable.
This is Fan First Network.